Okay, so for this one, I actually started off with a bit of a shape, as you can see. I had a preliminary sketch that I kind of had in my head earlier this week, and it was based off the fact that it's Chinese New Year this last week, and it is the year of the rabbit. So I wanted to kind of do this Chinese rabbit, and this is kind of the shape that I had in mind. I wanted him to be kind of this samurai warrior, not a samurai warrior, but kind of a sword fighter, kind of those Ronin type of things. And just had a lot of fun with it. The costuming on this one is just a lot of fun. It's something that you can really play with. So now that I have this shape and I have this kind of pose going, I can just go in on a lot of these details. The clasps coming in and the sash around the middle, small sword that he's got there, just to add in these little touches and things to just make this character sing. But I also want to make sure that that silhouette is just still good. You see me going around quite a bit and just punching that silhouette even more to make sure that it reads real well. The two ears coming up and then this big shape coming down. I wanted the right arm there to just kind of be behind him, kind of like, that sword master type of thing where he only needs the one hand and he's just very calm and in control. But it also doesn't break up that silhouette too much, and so it works really well. So going in a lot of these folds, I want to make sure that they work real well, kind of falling with gravity. I wanted the folds to feel big, like this is a big piece of cloth that's draping like that. But mostly just going in on a lot of these details. You'll notice most of the time I kind of start on the face and the eyes, and I've kind of ignored that on this one. I have those shapes, and I wasn't sure if I wanted those shapes to be eyes or eyebrows. Like, I can kind of see both, but maybe that's just me. But I can kind of see him as like these eyebrows, they're pinched together. He's got this angry look, or it could be eyes, and I think I decide on eyes later. I know I decide on eyes later on, but that's kind of why I'm leaving that there. Doing all these other details on the sleeves and the folds going in, and decide that this vest combo here should be a bit darker to create some nice contrast between that and the rest of him. So go in and kind of shade that in a bit, and then make sure that those folds get shaded in even more. So just, again, that contrast, want to get that detail. Just build up layer by layer. You go from loose to more specific, loose to detail. So as I have these loose shapes, I can go in and just detail a bit more, and really find that line that I wanted. Going in on the face and the nose, still haven't decided on those eyes. Just going to punch around. You can see like I'm just moving all over the place. I don't want any one area to just demand my entire focus. Just go around. Oh, and here it is. I've decided that they are indeed eyes. But I did like the idea of having like this bunched up eyebrows. So he's got this angry look on his face. So I added those in afterward anyway. Now going in with the ears, really wanted these to be dynamic and fun. Kind of a big fold going off of there. I didn't want these big loose floppy ears. They look straight, they're sharp, just like this character. There's a lot of sharp angles and things, but I still wanted that rabbit feel. So he has that strength, but it is kind of also flopping down, which I really kind of liked. Come in there, I'm going to add in just a bit of like more detail going on that top knot there. That was really cool. It kind of pictured Chow Yun-fat in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon as I'm doing this character, holding the Green Destiny sword, I think is what it's called, and just enjoying a lot of that, kind of taking a bunch of influences. Another thing, I'm adding in some just patterning in on some of the clothing there, which I really kind of like, that you can get, you have these big areas that are just devoid of detail, but then some of these areas have a lot of detail in it, a lot of these textures or a lot of these patterns and things, which can really play off of each other, which I think is really a lot of fun. So going in, just again, strengthening up that silhouette on everything, making sure it's all working. You can see the details that I want you to see. Some things should just kind of blur together and only be looked at later on, but going in there, strengthening up some of these inner lines as well. I feel bad. I really would like to have made that sword really big, but I just ran out of paper there, and that's okay. You can kind of imagine it. And there he is in all his glory. Happy year of the rabbit. Happy Chinese New Year and all that. Thanks for watching today's drawing. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment at the bottom if there's something specific you want to see drawn, and maybe it'll make it into a future video.